Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. So you may have noticed I got a new camera mount for my car, so now I can film while I'm driving. And I am currently driving to my best friend's house, and she lives about an hour away from my house, so the drives can get a little lonely. So I thought that because I got a new car mount that I could start like a new episode or something. I don't know what to call it, like story times with Sarah, like just while I'm driving, just to keep myself company and stuff. And I know, I just thought that you guys would be interested in like some story time videos where I can tell you things that have happened in my life. So I thought there'd be no better way to start off a car story time than telling you about the time when I actually got hit by a car. I thought that you guys would be interested in hearing that story, so I thought we could start off with that story today. So this happened about 2 years ago. Jared and I wanted to go to this place called Twisted Sister. It's like a place where they make like the craziest milkshakes. So they have like fairy floss and Oreo pieces in like the milkshakes. So to get there we had to go to like a shopping centre that we'd never been to before. So we were a bit weary like driving out there, just because you know when you go into a new place and you don't know the roads and all that, everything can be quite confusing. Yeah, so it took us a little while to get out there because we didn't know where we were going, but we finally got there and we got our milkshakes. So as we were walking back to our car, there was a lady who was driving towards us, and at first she didn't realise that we were walking back to our car, but once she realised she'd already passed our car, so obviously like to get to our car she'd have to reverse or do a U-turn or something and come back. But as we were walking, so we were on, so say our car was on this side, we were walking on this side, and obviously we had to cross the road to get to our car, and the lady was still driving like the other way, so we thought that she was going to go back around. So as I was looking to see like if anyone was coming, no one was coming, and Jared and his friend were in front of me and they crossed the road first, and then as I was crossing the road, in between the time of me looking to see if anyone was coming to looking at the car, at my car, the lady put her car in reverse, obviously didn't look to see if there was anyone behind her, floored it. I reckon she was probably going about 30 kilometers in a shopping centre car park. Like that is really fast for a car park, right? And then next minute I knew I was on the ground. She had hit me. I went flying across the car park. I was carrying my Louis Vuitton handbag. She's lucky that she didn't damage that, because I would have been absolutely pissed if that got ruined. And then obviously she put her car in park and was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And like I could already feel the pain. Like I was so sore already. Like I could barely stand up. Like my back was so sore. I've damaged my knee and my leg. I couldn't stand properly. Like putting any weight on it absolutely killed. And the annoying part was, like, she was all up in my grill. Like, as soon as she got out of the car, she was, like, in my face, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, she had tattooed on eyebrows. Like, she had shaved her eyebrows off completely and had them, like, poorly tattooed on. So she looked crazy. And Jared started yelling at her. He's just like, hey, get out of her face, like, give us some space. And she just wouldn't back off. So Jared ended up having to, like, shove her out of my face. And then his friend ended up grabbing me and putting me in the back of my car. You see, Jared was grabbing all of her details, like her license number and all that stuff, so we could take it to the police to report her for dangerous driving. And finally all of that cleared up, and she basically jumped into my car. Like, she wasn't on the seat, but she like put her head into the car and she's like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? And I just wanted to scream at her, get away from me. She just would not leave me alone. So finally we got all the details. She gets out of my face, like she goes back to her car. And my whole entire family were in Sydney at this time, so I had no one at home. So I was frantically calling my mum, and I was like, Mum, I've just been hit by a car. And she thought I meant like I was in the car, like we had like a head-on collision or something. And she's like, oh, is your car okay? I was like, no Mum, it was just me. Like I wasn't in my car, I was walking across a car park and she hit me. And then obviously my mum like freaked out, because obviously that would have done more damage. And like she was upset as well because, you know, they were in Sydney and they couldn't drive down to like look after me to make sure I was okay. And so I told my mom, I was like, I don't know if I wanted to go to hospital or not, because everything, I couldn't, like, there was no cuts on me or anything, like it was all like bruising and stuff. But now I think about it, like I could have done internal damage, like I probably should have gone to the hospital, but I didn't. Like at that point I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to go home and lay in my bed and cry and just get like ice packs and stuff because I was in so much pain. But what annoyed me the absolute most about this lady is that when she went back to her car and I was on the phone, we were sitting in the car for a little bit, like we weren't going to leave for a little bit, she was still waiting for our car spot. Like she had her indicator on, she was waiting for us to leave so she could take her car spot. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like you just hit me with your car and now you want my car spot. Like I was so pissed off. Like I just couldn't believe that she wanted our car spot after all that. So we sat in the car for a little longer and then she ended up driving away, obviously looking for another car spot. But I just couldn't believe that. Like you just hit me with your car and now you're waiting for my car spot. Like, can you believe that? It was insane. I still can't believe it now. Like looking back on it, I'm just like, this lady was absolutely crazy. Like she had something messed up in her head or something. I don't know. But she was absolutely insane. So once we finally got out of the car park, we decided that we wanted to go to the local police station and report it and stuff. So we gave them all their details, like her license plate, her license number and all that. And they said that they were going to send her like a hefty fine in the mail. Obviously, like she deserved it. Like what if I was a mum with a pram, you know? Like I could have been a child in a pram. Like that could have killed someone. Like she could have killed a baby or something.
Average speed camera ahead.
Thank you, car. Yeah, like imagine if I was a mum pushing like a pram or something and she reversed into the pram and killed my baby. Like obviously I'm gonna go to the police and then like report her. So she got a hefty fine and she would have lost a bunch of driving points, which is good because, you know, she deserves it. And then when we were at the police station, they're like, oh, are you in much pain? And I was like, yes, like my back's aching, my legs are aching. And she's like, well, if you're already feeling sore, like you were going to be in so much pain the next day. I'm like, oh great, like this is going to be awful. And like I had work that night and I was freaking out and I was like, oh, I can't work, like all this stuff. And she's like, oh, you should probably go to the hospital. But once we left the police station, Jared was like, well, do you want me to take you to the hospital? I'm like, look, I didn't hit my head. Let's just go to my local doctor and just run some tests just to make sure everything inside is okay. So he's like, all right, fine. So we called the doctor, we made an appointment for that night. They gave me pain relief and all that stuff, but there was nothing seriously damaged. So that was good. And then a couple of days later, I received a call from the police station. And they're actually asking me if I wanted to do like counseling and stuff. And I'm like I got hit by a car, but like I don't think any counseling like would be okay. But I was like, oh, thanks for the offer. And it wasn't until we went shopping another time when I realized I was like so scared of getting out of my car. Like I couldn't walk in the car park. And I was like, now I understand why the policeman asked me if I wanted counseling, because I couldn't get over it. Like I was still like on edge whenever I was in a car park, and I still kind of am. Like I'm always like so cautious, like I'm always looking behind me, like because I don't want to get hit by a car again. But yeah, I thought that was like really weird at first, but now I'm just kind of like, I kind of wish that I got it because it would have been helpful, but I'm okay now, which is, that's fine. But yeah, the next morning I woke up and I could barely move. Like I was in so much pain. So much pain. So I had to call work and I was like, hey, so I got hit by a car yesterday. I'm not coming into work for the rest of the week. And so I got a certificate at the doctor's and stuff to approve that like I don't have to work. I still got paid for it and stuff. But yeah, I was absolutely so, like my back was the worst and my legs were quite sore as well. And I I don't think I went back to work for about 2 weeks. I think I had 2 weeks off, and when I went back to work I couldn't lift anything. Like my back was still sore, and it still is now. Like I noticed that because I'm a barista and I obviously have to like lift up milk crates and stuff. I still can't lift them because it hurts my back. And I had so many physio sessions and osteos and chiropractic appointments and all that to fix it, but I'm still in a lot of pain like when I lift, and it's been 2 years. Like I still feel it. Oh my god, that truck just flipped up the bloody rock onto my car. So rude. Well, that is the story of how I got hit by a car by a very crazy lady. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode or something. I don't know, what should we call it? Car story times? Let's just call it that, yeah? I hope you guys enjoyed my first car story time. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of my videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!